tree shaking when the crowd would yell. Your daddy's truck by the 50-yard line, mine leaking oil, but it ran just fine. You wore my jacket when the air turned cold. Said, promise me we won't get old. We carved our names in the courthouse tree like forever was easy at 17. Now the fiddles cry where we used to dance, still guitar cuts like a second chance. This town's too small for what we knew, so I take the long way past you. Every stop sign knows my name, every road still feels the same. I learned the truth, love never told. First hearts break hard, and they break you slow. Graduation came like a summer storm. You packed your dreams, I stayed uniform. You talked about cities, neon signs. I talked about land and county lines. We said we'd call, we said we'd try, but goodbye came easy, staying didn't lie. I watched your taillights fade from view, felt something snap I couldn't undo. Yeah, the fiddles cry when we used to dance, still guitar cuts like a second chance. This town's too small for what we knew, so I take the long way past you. Every diner booth, every song still asks me where we went wrong. I learned the truth, love never told. First hearts break hard, and they break you slow. Mama says, son, it all works out, but she don't hear your name in town. Every jukebox knows that sound when young love lets you down. Now the fiddles cry and the night rolls in. I tip my hat to who I've been. This town's still home, but not like before. Some doors close when hearts want more. If I ever love like that again, I'll know what forever cost back then. Yeah, I learned the truth, love never told. First hearts break hard, and they break you slow. So I drive on by that courthouse tree, leave 17 where it used to be. Maple Street turns red every fall. Same stoplight, same town hall. Your locker was 3 down from mine. We skipped last period, crossed the line. Borrowed my truck, stole a kiss, swore we'd never miss a thing like this. Wrote our plans in permanent ink, back when forever was easy to think. Now the fiddle cries what we couldn't say, still guitar bends and gives it away. This town remembers what I forget. First love, first time, you're not over it. Every mile marker knows my name. Every slow song sounds second row. Said take it slow, but we didn't know. Senior year came fast as rain. You talked about planes, I talked about lanes. You wanted out, I wanted in. Different roads from the same old sin. Yeah, the fiddle cries what we couldn't say. Still guitar bends and gives it away. This town remembers what I forget. First love, first time, you're not over it. Every diner boo, every song asks me where we went wrong. I learned the truth you don't hear in class. First heartbreaks don't stay in the past. Mama says time will set things straight, but time don't drive past our old place. Your taillights faded, mine stayed still. Some dreams leave town, some never will. Now the fiddle cries through an open door. Steel guitar cuts a little more. I don't hate you, I just confess I loved you young, I loved you best. If I had one wish I could send back then, I'd tell that kid with a hopeful grin. Some lessons hit you hard and fast. First heartbreaks don't stay in the past. Maple Street turns red every fall. Some things don't change at all. The bell rang loud on a Friday noon. Dust on the bus, the smell of June. You signed my yearbook, I signed yours. Said, see you later, meant something more. Your brother's band played at the fair. I held your hand in a folding chair. We thought this town was all we need. Back when love was 17. Now the fiddle cries like a memory. Steel guitar bends where you used to be. This town still hums the same old tune, but I'm 17 miles from you. Every back road knows my name. Every slow dance feels the same. I learned the truth too late to save. First heartbreaks don't know how to behave. On a worn down field, your number stitched on my lucky jersey. You talked about leaving, seeing the world. I talked about land, trucks and pearls. Summer came fast, then it was gone. You packed your dreams and I stayed strong. Watched your taillights fade to blue. Didn't know hearts could split in two. Miles from you. Every diner booth, every song asks me where we went wrong. I learned the truth too late to save. First heartbreaks don't know how to behave. Says, son, you'll love again, but she don't see you now and then. And every girl with your same smile, and every mile that takes a while. Heartbreaks always do. The bell still rings on Friday noon, but I'm 17 miles from you. Tuning for each second floor, your name scratched in the metal door. We skipped class just to talk a while. You wore that shy small town smile. Friday lights on a dusty field, my old truck shaking at the wheel. We swore this town would never change, back when love was simple and strange. Now the fiddle cries down Main Street, steel guitar won't let me sleep. This town keeps playing the same old song, but my heart learned where it went wrong. Every slow dance, every drive feels like you're riding shotgun still. I learned too young, I learned too fast. First heartbreaks always last. Mama away from the front row said take it slow, but we didn't know. We talked about forever then, like it wasn't wearing a dead-end band. Senior year came and split the road. You chased the world, I stayed home. I watched your taillights disappear, didn't know loss could feel this near. Stayed where young love slowly fades. If I had one thing I'd tell my past, I'd say hold on, but not that hard. Some lessons hit you cold and fast. First heartbreaks always last. Locker 2140 still there, with a name I never repaid. Tuning for each second floor, your name scratched in the metal door. We skipped class just to talk a while. You wore that shy small town smile. Friday lights on a dusty field, my old truck shaking at the wheel. We swore this town would never change, back when love was simple and strange. Now the fiddle cries down Main Street, steel guitar won't let me sleep. This town keeps playing the same old song, but my heart learned where it went wrong. Every slow dance, every drive feels like you're riding shotgun still. I learned too young, I learned too fast. First heartbreaks always last. Mama away from the front row said take it slow, but we didn't know. We talked about forever then, like it wasn't wearing a dead-end band. Senior year came and split the road. You chased the world, I stayed home. I watched your taillights disappear, didn't know loss could feel this near. Keeps playing the same old song, but my heart learned where it went wrong. Every diner booth, every night still holds the truth I couldn't kill. I learned too young, I learned too fast. First heartbreaks always last. Mama says time will set things right, but time don't drive these roads at night. Every mile just brings me to what we were and what we lacked. Now the fiddle cries as the sun goes down. Steel guitar haunts this one-horse town. I don't blame you, I just stayed where young love slowly fades. If I had one thing I'd tell my past, I'd say hold on, but not that hard. Some lessons hit you cold and fast. First heartbreaks always last. Locker 2140 still there, with a name I never repaid. Friday night lights on an old football field. Mama's in the stands, daddy's truck on the hill. I was 17, wearing borrowed boots, trying to feel grown in a hand-me-down you had your arm around me, smelled like rain and dust. Said, girl, forever's easy if we don't rush. I believe We were bleachers and back roads, radios loud. First kiss tasted like freedom and doubt. You swore you'd never leave this town. I swore love would never let me down. First hearts don't know how to stay, they just learn how to break that way. Yeah, I lost you before I lost my fear. That's what love costs round here. After graduation you wanted more. Said the world was waiting past County Road 4. I stayed behind, work shifts at the store. Still see your face in the freezer door. You wrote me letters, then you wrote me less. Then you stopped writing anything at all, I guess. Heard you found dreamers in a city skyline. I found silence in a town that still says your name. Every song on the tune that back school the truth. Some goodbyes don't come with warning signs. We were bleachers and back roads, hearts running wild. Two kids playing house for a little while. You said I'd always be your girl, but life had bigger plans for you in this world. First hearts don't know how to stay, they just learn how to break that way. Yeah, I lost you before I learned to let go. That's how small town love grows. Now I drive past the school real slow. See myself in that girl I used to know. If I could talk to her, I'd say don't beg him to choose you, let him walk away. We were bleachers and back roads, young and true. Every scar still leads back to you. I don't hate you, I just remember how it felt when love was tender. First heartbreaks don't fade with time, they just turn into these songs of mine. Yeah, you were my first almost dear, and I still hear you when the fiddles cry here. Friday night lights still burn out slow. So do first loves you never outgrow. If you want, I can rewrite this more upbeat or more dully spirit. Adjusted for a specific female artist vibe. Help you with melody suggestions, chord progressions, or rhyme tweaks. Just tell me the direction. Adjusted for a specific female artist vibe. Love this song idea. It adapts beautifully across styles. Below are 3 clear artist vibe adjustments for the same story. So you can choose the lane that fits your voice and sound. I'll give you lyric tweaks, production feel for each. Friday night lights still burn out slow. So the first loves you never outgrow. If you want, I can rewrite this more at fear, more devastated. Adjusted for a specific female artist vibe. Help you with melody suggestions, chord progressions, or rhyme tweaks. Just tell me the direction. Adjusted for a specific female artist vibe. Love this song idea. It adapts beautifully across styles. Below are 3 clear artist vibe adjustments for the same story. So you can choose the lane that fits your voice and sound. I'll give you lyric tweaks, production feel for each. Now I know love closed, hearts too open, hands held tight. I loved you before I learned love don't always survive the night. First heartbreaks leave quiet marks, they just learn how they're hard too fast that way. Yeah, you were my first goodbye, still hits me every Friday night. Now I know love ain't meant to cage you, but damn, I wish it didn't change you. Mid-tempo, strong flow, still front and safe. But we just laughed, thought we had time. You leaned against your daddy's Ford, said this town wouldn't give us more. I wore your class ring on a chain, like that made forever stay. 17 felt strong and sure, we didn't know love needed more. We swore the map was wrong, thought our roots ran deep. We were chalk dust and backseats, Friday nights and cheap drinks. First kiss under stadium lights, thinking love would always feel right. The first heartbreaks don't knock, they break in, leave you standing where you've been. Yeah, you drove off, I stayed true, on a gravel road goodbye to you. Your name still echoes in that hallway, painted over but it won't fade. I took a job at the diner on Main, still hear your voice when it rains. You sent a postcard once or two, then the silence finally came through. Guess the world called out your name, mine stayed here, stayed the same. Mama said some love lessons, I learned mine slow. We were chalk dust and backseats, young hearts, half beliefs. You promised you'd be back around, promises don't stick in this town. First heartbreaks leave scars you can't see, teach you who you'll never be. Yeah, you drove off, I stayed true, on a gravel road goodbye to you. I don't blame you for wanting more, I just wish you'd wanted me before. Funny how leaving feels so free, till you're the one left behind to be. We were small town forever plans, written soft in teenage hands. I still believe in love somehow, just not the way I did back then or now. First heartbreaks don't fade with years, they just learn how to live in here. Yeah, you were my first real truth, on a gravel road goodbye when the fiddle plays you. The last bell rang on a Tuesday afternoon. Lockers slam like they always do. You signed my yearbook, so don't forget me. Drew a crooked heart, roll maybe. Your truck idled by the baseball field. Windows down, radio still. You said this town's too small for dreams like mine. I said nothing, just cross that. Your name. I stayed close, took a job on Main. Same parade, same summer rain. Your mama still asks how I've been, like she don't know how the story ends. I hear you chasing something big out west, hoping loves you better than I did my best. Funny how I grew right where I stood. Guess breaking hearts don't feel as good. Mama said, girl, you'll understand. Some things fall right out of your hands. We were notebooks and neon signs, talking about forever way before time. You said, baby, I'll be back around, but promises fade past city limit signs. Your first heartbreaks don't say goodbye, they just linger every July. You left me standing after the last bell rang in a town that still knows your name. If I could talk to 17, I'd say love ain't what it seems. It's not who leaves or who stays, it's who you become from the pain. We were young and sure and wrong, singing every word of the same old song. I don't hate you, I just remember how it felt before December. Your first heartbreaks don't disappear, they just sound like steel guitar tears. You were my first real everything after the last bell rang. The school lights dim, the town stays slow. Some loves leave, some never go. The locker slam like thunder down the hall. Senior year thinking we'd never fall. You wrote your name in the fog on my glass, said this town ain't built to last. I wore your hoodie, smelled like your cologne. Thought love could keep us close to home. 17, don't know what leaving means, till goodbye shows up in blue jeans. We thought time would wait its turn, didn't know how fast hearts learn. We were homeworking hallways, Friday nights, sweet mistakes. First love feels like forever, till it don't hold together, yeah. First heartbreaks hit you slow, like a fiddle crying soft and low. You walked away just turned into steel guitar tears. You walked away, I stayed true when the lockers went quiet without you. I don't blame you for wanting more, I just wish you wanted me before. Now I know love don't mean stay, it means surviving the walk away. We were young and sure and wrong, singing every word of the same old song. I don't miss you, I miss that girl who thought love could save her world, yeah. First heartbreaks leave their truth in the spaces where we lose our youth. You were my first goodbye, I knew when the lockers went quiet without you. The school still stands, the town stays blue. So does my heart when the fiddle plays you. There's a water tower fading, paint chipped and blue. Main Street's two stoplights, everybody knows you. Mama pressed my dress with a prayer in her side. Daddy said be home early like he knew I'd cry. You pulled up in your Chevy, radio low. Senior year written in dust on the road. I thought love was a promise, not something that bends. I thought forever started where the school bells end. On the bleachers after Friday night, when the crowd went home and the stars burned bright, you said my name like it hurt to say. Said dreams don't always stay the same. I learned the sound of goodbye that night under stadium lights, losing all their fight. First love broke my heart just right on the bleachers after Friday night. We carved our initials in the old oak tree. Swore we'd leave together, swore you'd wait for me. You talked about highways, I talked about rings. Funny how hope hears different things. The band played slow through an open door. Still guitar crying, but I couldn't ignore. Like it held your escape. I stared at your hands, hoping they'd stay. On the bleachers after Friday night, when the crowd went home and the stars burned bright, you said my name like it hurt to say. Said dreams don't always stay the same. I learned the sound of goodbye that night under stadium lights, losing all their fight. First love broke my heart just right on the bleachers after Friday night. Fiddle in the distance went through the stands. I was learning heartbreak before I understood plans. You chased a skyline, I stayed with the truth. Some folks leave town, some lose their youth. On the bleachers after Friday night, I held my tears till the sun came up light. Every goodbye leaves mark, they say, but it taught me how to stay brave. Yeah, the bleachers after Friday night still echo your boots walking out of my life. I don't hate you, I just grew in a town that remembers me and you. First love left me stronger inside from the bleachers after Friday night. That oak tree's taller, the paint's still blue. Small towns don't forget, neither do you. That town sign still leans to the right. Population never changed much in my life. Friday meant bleachers, dust in the air, mama's old jacket, your class ring there. You'd spin me slow to a scratchy song. Said we were young, but we wouldn't be long. I believed every word you said, like love don't scare you when you're 17 instead. Where the gym lights fade and the music dies, that's where I learned how a young heart breaks inside. Still guitar crying what you couldn't say. You chose leave and I chose to stay. First love leaves a permanent scar in a small town girl with a big soft heart, and lost you where we started our days, right where the gym lights fade. Your truck still parks by the football field, though you swore that place would never feel real. You talked about cities, miles, and speed. I talked about roots and memories. Funny how dreams don't always align. Some folks chase roads, some stay behind. You look past me to what's next. I held on tight or tried my best. Where the gym lights fade and the music dies, that's where I learned how a young heart breaks inside. Fiddle humming low like a goodbye prayer. You wouldn't look back, I stood right there. First love leaves a permanent scar in a small town girl with a big soft heart. Yeah, I lost you where we started our days, right where the gym lights fade. There's a lesson in every goodbye. Some come wrapped in an alibi. I didn't lose, I just grew. Learn love don't mean they'll choose you. Where the gym lights fade into memory, I found out who I was meant to be. Steel strings taught me how to stand with shaking knees and open hands. First heartbreak don't get the last say, it just points you down another way. I survived my heart breaking in that place where the gym lights fade. That town still hums when the sun goes down, and I There's a diner on Main with a flickering sign where we split cherry cokes, killed a little time. 17 dreams in a borrowed car. You said this town's too small, I said maybe we are. Mama waved from the porch, radio low, like she knew something I didn't know. I thought love was simple, black and white. I didn't know it could end on a summer night. If it broke me the first time I trusted my heart, if it taught me who I am and who you aren't, if I still feel your name when I drive downtown, then it still counts as love in a small town sound. Still guitar crying what we never said, yeah, it hurt like hell, but it made me who I am. If it changed me forever, even just because, then it still counts as love. We danced in the gym under half-dead lights, fiddle on the speakers, boots scuffing right. You wore my jacket, said don't let go, but your eyes were already chasing roads. Graduation came like a closing door. You wanted the world, I wanted more. You said maybe someday, and not I'll stay. I heard goodbye in the words you didn't say. If it broke me the first time I trusted my heart, if it taught me who I am and who you aren't, if I still feel your name when I drive downtown, then it still counts as love in a small town sound. Fiddle playing soft like a last slow dance. You took your shot, I took my chance. If it left me stronger than I was, then it still counts as love. I learned to live, it ain't always brave, and staying don't mean you're afraid. Some hearts grow roots, some chase the sky. Both can be right, both say goodbye. It broke me the first time I let someone in, but I'd do it again just to feel it again. This town remembers every scar, every Friday night, every beat up heart. First love don't last, but it shows you how to stand back up, to breathe right now. If it made me more than I was, then it still counts as love. That diner's still there, sign still buzzing above, and I'm older now, but it still counts as love. There's a hand-painted sign at the edge of town Says drive slow, but we never did slow down. 17 windows down, dust in our hair. You swore we were bigger than staying right there. Mama cried happy tears on the front row. Daddy said call us like he already knew though. I thought love meant we leave side by side. Didn't know growing up pulls hearts apart. On the long way home after graduation, when the caps came off and we faced our directions, steel guitar sang what you couldn't explain. You chose the road, I chose to stay the same. First heartbreak hits like a truth you can't outrun. In a small town where everyone knows someone, I learned letting go ain't losing alone. On the long way home after graduation, we danced once more in that high school gym. Fiddle crying low like he knew the end. Your class ring heavy in the pocket of my jeans. Every promise fell louder than it really means. You said forever, then stared at the door. I heard goodbye in the silence before you were already halfway gone. I was still holding on. On the long way home after graduation, when the drapes split off in separate directions, stadium lights fading behind our pain. You chased tomorrow, I stayed in the frame. First heartbreak writes your name in stone. In a small town that won't let it go, I learned love don't always come back home. On the long way home after graduation, there's no villain in a young goodbye, just two hearts learning different lives. Some folks run, some folks remain. Both feel the hurt, both feel the change. Yeah, the long way home after graduation, I cried alone, but I found my foundation. This town raised me, taught me grace, how to lose someone and still keep faith. First love don't last, but it leaves a mark. Teaches you how to love with an open heart. I grew into someone strong and grown. On the long way home after graduation, that sign still leans at the edge of town, and I slow down now every time I pass it. That town clock's been stuck at 3:30, same time you first said you loved me. Friday night smell like grass and rain, cleats in the hall, hope in our veins. Mama said, baby, don't rush your heart, but I thought forever was where we start. We were young and sure as a promise sounds. Didn't know love could run out in a one-stop town. We were living on borrowed time on Main Street, 17 dreams at our bare feet. Steel guitar knew before I did. Tall goodbyes your cab like a ticket out. Talked about miles, talked real loud. I talked about staying, planning routes. You talked about flying, chasing truth. That old gym floor hurt my tears, echo louder than our cheers. You held my hand, but looked ahead, already gone, not gone yet. We were living on borrowed time on Main Street, late night drives and front row seats. Fiddle plays soft like a warning sign. Love don't stop just 'cause it's kind. First heartbreak teaches you pain's okay. It shapes your heart, it leaves its trace. I learned growing up means letting go of borrowed time on Main Street. There ain't no blame in a young goodbye, just two hearts learning different skies. Some stay close, some chase far. Both feel lost, both feel scars. Yeah, we were living on borrowed time on Main Street. Every moment felt like a heartbeat. This town raised me tough and true, showed me what love can always do. First love didn't last, but it stayed in every song and every prayer I pray. I'm stronger now, still sweet, from borrowed time on Main Street. Yeah. That clock still reads 3:30, but I moved on and it set me free. The red brick school still smells like chalk, locker slamming, nervous talk. Friday nights meant painted lines, bleachers full and hands in mine. You wore my jacket, swore you'd stay, said this town would never change us anyway. I thought love was loud like the crowd that night. Didn't know it could fade without a fight. The first time the town went quiet on me was when you said you were leaving. Now we steel guitar slid through my chest like you knew heartbreak better than the rest. First love don't warn you when it's done, just leaves you standing in the setting sun. Yeah, I lost you slow and true, the first time the town went quiet. Homecoming dress hanging on my door, dried up corsage, couldn't wear it anymore. You talked about roads with no dead ends, I talked about us like it was a given. That old diner jukebox played our song, I played it back but you were gone. You looked past Main Street, past my eyes. I stayed right there, watched goodbye. The first time the town went quiet on Some hearts wander, some stay true. Both feel lost, both feel you. Yeah, the first time the town went quiet on me, I found my strength in the spaces between. This place raised me tough and kind, taught me love don't always stay in time. First love didn't last, but it showed me how to stand back up, to breathe right now. I'm still here, still holding on after the town went quiet. The school bell rings, life moves on, and I learned silence makes you strong. I still drive past the place we said goodbye. Same streetlights flicker like they're tired of time. Your name's a ghost in every quiet room. I hear it most when there's nothing to do. I keep your hoodie on the back of the chair, like someday you might still come back for it. I don't miss who you are now, I miss who we were back then. I'm breaking in the silence you left behind, in the spaces where your hand fit into mine. We were young, we were brave, we were scared, we were everything we couldn't repair. I don't live there anymore, but I still stay in the echoes of where we almost stayed. Your voice lives low in a half-forgotten song. Every note feels right, but something's wrong. I replay nights like they might explain how love slipped out without a sound or flame. You said this hurts like it was new. I was already bleeding, trying not to show you. I learned the truth a little too late. Some hearts don't break, they just drift away. I'm breaking in the silence you left behind, in the spaces where your hand fit into mine. We were young, we were brave, we were scared, we were everything we couldn't repair. I don't live there anymore, but I still stay in the echoes of where we almost stayed. If I close my eyes, I still feel you breathe, like loving you was happening to me. I don't hate you, I just ache sometimes, missing a future that never arrived. I'm healing, but the memories remain, like faded Polaroids holding my name. We were close, we were real, we were true, just not strong enough to see it through. I'm moving forward, a part of me stays in the quiet of where we almost stayed. If love was a place, I'd still know the way.